This is music, and this is just a bunch of lies. Welcome to another episode of the Summer of Simon, a sub-series within the First Impression series right here on this channel, in which I follow up on another crazy, super generous VCLT that I was sent by the legend that is Simon Pieface, Monsieur Wang himself. And yeah, I'm following up on that VCLT, and I'll be sharing with you my first impressions of the goodies that he sent me. Starting this time, well, actually, I'm gonna be a cheating liar in this episode because only 2 out of the 5 CDs I'll be talking about are really first impressions. The others, it's actually pretty familiar material to me, but I figured why not talk about them anyhow, because then I can talk about this one. Yes, Body Count. Simon sent me a copy of this infamous album, Ice-T's heavy metal band. And this is very familiar to me because back in the day, one of my friends back in the 90s had this one on CD, and we would sit around and listen to it and have a blast listening to it because of how politically incorrect and offensive a lot of the lyrics are. This one did offend a lot of pearl clutching morons back in the day. You got so much dark, politically incorrect humor on here, but you also have some genuine, like social critical messages on here as well, which is important. Ice-T basically yells his way through the album, and that's part of the charm. Musically, it's kind of a mishmash of, basically different types of 90s metal. You got a bit of suicidal tendencies, inspiration stuff. You got a little bit of thrash. You got a little bit of groove metal. You got a little bit of Black Sabbath inspiration, a little bit of hard rock, a little bit of punk, a little bit of alternative metal as well. And the production is questionable, but that's part of the charm. You got some really, really nice guitar solos on here, actually, which is cool. This is just a fun album, but the lyrics are just so politically incorrect and humorous, and they definitely make fun of a lot of people who actually deserve being made fun of, in my opinion. And you don't have Cop Killer on this one, but you still have the Smoked Pork skit. You got a bunch of skits on here too. Just a fun listen, super enjoyable, but yes, it probably will offend you. I mean, if it offended people back in the 90s, just imagine how it will offend people nowadays. And then you got this one here. He also sent me Bloodlust, also by Body Count, a much more recent release. The production on this one, of course, is much more modern and it's much heavier sounding. Musically, it's also more focused. It's more like groove metal and it has a lot of like that groovy part of the New York hardcore style and some new metal perhaps as well. Ice-T raps mostly on this one, and his voice sounds great on this album. I mean, he sounds uh, much older, much more weathered, much more bitter, and super groovy album. Really enjoyable. I like this one. I knew this one already too because I have a digital copy of it. Um, Heavy, groovy, much more focused, sounds much better in terms of the production, and you got some really not that much humor, but you got some dark humor for sure, and some really dark lyrics as well, and kind of violent as well. Max Cavalera makes an appearance on here, and Randy Blythe as well. So yeah, great album. I enjoyed this one a lot. Up next, one of the two genuine first impressions. This is Cancer, Spirit in Flames. Uh, Legendary death metal band, but this is not a death metal album to me at all. It's kind of it sounds like weird 90s metal. I don't know if it is from the 90s, but it sounds like weird 90s metal. It's kind of a thrash metal album with some alternative metal elements. The vocals are not harsh or definitely not growly for sure at all. You got a little bit of thrash, you got some groove metal, maybe post groove metal, whatever you want to call it. Alternative metal. Definitely not death metal. I don't know if this turned off the death metal crowd back in the day. Have no idea about that. I think it's a fine album. It's above meh. You got some solid songs on here, and you also have some songs that kind of didn't register with me, but it was an enjoyable listen for sure. Up next, back to Lying Cheatin' Territory, Half Past Human by Cirith Ungol, an EP with 4 tracks on it, and it sounds like you expect it to sound. It sounds like Cirith Ungol, traditional heavy metal with a guy screaming and yelling on top. The vocals definitely an acquired taste. He doesn't really sing; he yells, I would say, but it's just so unique that it's awesome. And also because he kind of more yells than sings, and his lyrics typically rhyme, the vocals almost kind of sound like, I don't know, like poetry slam or something. But this is a really, really good EP with some genuinely good songs, and it's just super enjoyable. So I have it on cassette tape, and of course now on CD as well. And last, another genuine first impression, Dark Funeral. And this is Atera Totus Sanctus, because you have to pronounce this with a fake Latin accent. This is black metal, Dark Funeral, yeah, among the black metal legends, but I never really checked out their style. This is fast, blasty, intense black metal, but more melodic than you might think. And I think this is actually super awesome. You even have like a whole bunch of live tracks on here that are great as well. Yes, blasty parts, but you have that kind of dark coldness that I associate with a lot of the black metal that I like for sure. Very good professional production. This is not lo-fi black metal. I also like how the vocals are not any of your kind of typical black metal singing styles. A lot of tremolo riffing, but it sounds great. Awesome album. And what I also like about this is that, I mean, they are blatantly satanistic in their or satanic, whatever you want to call it, in their lyrics, and I kind of find that refreshing. That's good fun. But yeah, awesome black metal, and this has made me want to go back and check out the Dark Funeral classics that I missed out on back in the day. There you go. Again, a bunch of stuff that I enjoyed, and I know only 2 first impressions, but whatever. Go and check out Pieface. Check out his channel. Support him. He is a very supportive member of this community. So go and show him some support. Check out these albums on your own. See if you like him. See if you don't like him. For now, thanks for watching.